Welcome back into the channel, everyone. Thanks for choosing to watch this video. Today we're checking out the non-farm payroll and how this could effectively deleteriously have an input on the price of Bitcoin. Are we going to see a 30k price? Are we going to see Bitcoin hit 25k first? These are the things that we're looking at, and these are the things that we want to know. So we can see recently there's a lot of news going out. Bitcoin, Ethereum, technical analysis. Bitcoin drops below 27k ahead of US non-farm payroll. So this is very, very important in my opinion. And look, tomorrow is the big payrolls number. So if the headline payrolls come back in lower and wage inflation comes in higher, potentially we're going to see the crypto markets get pretty damn obliterated. And we don't really want to see that, do we? So Bitcoin continued to erase last week's gains on Thursday as price dropped for a fourth straight session. The latest decline comes ahead of tomorrow's non-farm payroll (NFP) report from the United States. It is expected that the number of jobs added to the US economy will continue or come in at 190,000, less than 253,000 some the month prior. So there's a lot of attrition rates there, which is not that healthy once again. So before we do kind of dive into it, let's have a look. What exactly is the NFP? It says here, the non-farm payroll report basically tells us the change in the number of people employed during the previous month, excluding the farming industry and workers in a handful of other classifications. So what does this have to do with cryptocurrency? Because jobs are the backbone of any economy, and if more jobs are being created, the economy is strong and healthy. When jobs are created, that helps put pressure on employers to increase wages, which leads to growth in spending. More spending, of course, more disposable income for cryptocurrency and things like that. And we obviously want the sentiment in the economies to be much stronger. We don't want to see crippling economies anymore, and unfortunately we are seeing that a lot. So 27.1k Bitcoin at the moment. We can see the last year we hit that high of $30,000. It was a psychological resistance, and it was a bit of a bull rally within a bear market. So there was nothing really. It was fruitful if you got in around the Sam Bankman-Fried anomalous black swan event when we had the FTX crash, and I think $15,000 was such a golden pocket reaccumulation opportunity of a lifetime. But unfortunately, it's hard to time the bottom, it's hard to time the top, and we can't always get it right. By the way, if you are new here, guys, I do have a bunch of trading signals you can enjoy. You're going to get early access to pre-sales, white listings. You're going to get access to technical analysts, which will help you by providing spot trading signals, leverage signals, and all that good juicy stuff if you need it. Crypto Legend, there's only 3 people available now. There's 27 Crypto Legends in the group, so if you want to get the full package, we're going to get all that juicy data right there. I don't know if you can see it properly on the screen, but you're going to get access to all those things. Check out the Patreon link down below. Honestly, people are loving it. I could show you a little insight to the Discord right now if you want, and some of the trading cards, and these are the profits that people are receiving in the Patreon group. And every single day people are posting their trading cards, and they're pretty happy with the gains that they are receiving. So let's crack on with some Bitcoin analysis here. So with this is the BLX chart, my favorite chart. It reflects all of the prior market cycles of Bitcoin all the way to 2010. So if you are on TradingView, have a look at the BLX chart, because it will give you the most insightful data, and then click on logarithmic view, and then get yourself a logarithmic regression weekly indicator, which is up here on the top left. Once you do that, you're going to get all these lovely ribbons. The green ribbon here highlights the extreme fear phase, the undervaluation zone, where most retail investors don't want to buy because the sentiment is obviously bearish and we're in a macro downtrend. And the top ribbon, the red, represents where the markets are in a peak bull market, where we're seeing the overvaluation, the extreme greed in the market, the overextension in price as well. So you're hovering above the 20-day moving average the entire time, and that's when retailers don't want to sell the tokens. They still believe it's going to 1 million. They already FOMO'd in at these higher prices, but the smart money is already thinking about selling off the tokens. So if we look at what's happening with Bitcoin right now, we are trading in an ascending sort of channel, rising wedge position, where we have targeted the support trend line twice now, once at 20k here, once also again more recently at 25.9k over here. And if we do see the price capitulate, we can retest $20,000 again. I do believe that is possible, but it all depends on the upcoming data very, very soon. I do speculate by the next crypto bull run we're going to see around $140,000 Bitcoin, which is quite realistic, and it does provide a decent sort of 5-6x from the current price levels, which diminishing returns on investment every cycle now, but we got to sort of see what's going to happen next. The alternative way to look at this is to move into a smaller time frame, which we're not going to do, because I just want to keep this all nice and tight right now. These lines, we can see we are actually seeing on the other side of this, yes, okay, we're trading within a rising wedge, but we've also got a falling wedge forming at the same time. A bit of a falling wedge where we've got these converging support and resistance trend lines, and effectively soon we're going to see a decision for Bitcoin. We're hovering at this key support level of 26.8k. It's the bears versus the bulls right now, so I'm really keen to see what's going to happen. Personally, I'm waiting for more dollar cost average between $18,000 and $24,000. I do believe it's going to come down a bit lower at some point. It's retesting that 20-day moving average right now, which is super important on this weekly time frame. Bitcoin does crumble through that 20-day moving average where it's bouncing off right now, we are going to see the price of Bitcoin tumble down more and more and more. I don't know if we have enough steam in the economy right now to blast back through $30,000. I don't know. I'm a bit, I don't know. I'm a bit question marky, but we're going to see very soon what might happen in the market. So to give a bit of an overview of the rest of the markets, $1.14 trillion at the moment. Altcoins, we're seeing some pumpers in the market and some coins are moving. And I'm going to show you now 3 coins I am also buying into and dollar cost averaging into whilst we see these major news events. And whilst we do go back into extreme fear territory, if we do, that is, these are some coins I'll be buying. So the first one is Optimism. I love Optimism. It's a really good scaling platform. And of course, if you're bullish on Ethereum, you should be bullish on Optimism. We look at the all-time data. It came up to $3. The all-time high on the market cap was around $900 million. And currently, we're actually trading at a $920 million market capitalization. So I'm very bullish. And I think it's a low market cap. A $10 billion is certainly realistic by the next crypto bull run. Fast, stable, scalable Ethereum. Optimism is a layer 2 blockchain built by Ethereum developers. The next coin will be Conflux, rank 57, trading at 28 cents. $828 million market capital. Again, another one of a relatively low market cap where we could still see a 10x because we're in a bear market, we're undervalued. 828 million to get to 8.2 billion is a 10x, and it's quite realistic in contrast to coins that are already sitting at 8 billion and trying to achieve an $80 billion market capital. Conflux, blockchain without barriers. It says Conflux enables communities and markets to connect across borders and protocols. This coin has actually done some outrageous performance in the past already, back in 2021. But the difference is, in 2021, you were already in a bull market and an altcoin season, whereas right now we're seeing the performance of Conflux within a bear market. So by the time we're in a bullish territory again, you would probably speculate that things are going to look much more bullish. Hedera is the other altcoin that I'm looking at the moment at current state of play. $1.6 billion market capital, rank 34 in the crypto space. The price is miles off the prior all-time high, over at 50 cents. And from a market capital perspective, again, it was all the way at 6.7 billion. We're currently at 1.6 billion. Retesting that market cap all-time high would provide you a 4x or 400% ROI. And I think it's going to have so much more potential for the future. It's such a green ecosystem. The average cost per transaction is minimal, as you see, $0.001. And the average kilowatts per transaction is also basically non-existent, which makes it a very sustainable, eco-friendly, and green crypto token. So if you also want to align your investment with your moral frameworks, Hedera HBAR is definitely a coin that you could be looking at. And I've also got on my list for dollar cost averaging that might do some 10x's. So there's a bit of talk on Bitcoin. Do I think it's going to hit $30,000 or $25,000 first? For some reason, I just feel like $25,000 will be the first one. I don't know why, it's a gut feeling, but let's see what the truth will truly behold as we are waiting for the non-farm payroll to finally roll out, and we will find out then. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe. Make sure you do get yourself into the Discord so you can come hang out with all the VIPs or whatever you want to do. Look at pre-sales. I've also got pre-sales linked down below as well, where people are making some money. And yeah, come hang out, guys, because what we're sitting at now, we're sitting at 13.5k members. 800 people are online right now. I want you to be the next. If you're watching this video, click Discord down below. I want you in the group. I want to see you also learning, thriving, growing, and hanging out in the community. So cheers for watching. See you soon, boys and girls.